Ngiyaconsa, guys. I am dripping. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my live. My name is Perseverance Marimini, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing moi, your beloved, you know. Today, the heading of today is when are we holding mothers accountable? Skincare sa Dr. Matthew. No, it's not skincare sa Dr. Matthew. It's water. Yes, and Portia M. But guys, I don't even want to lie and give credit to a lot of things. I just washed with Portia M face wash, Portia M oil, the whole body, you know. But besides that, it's not like I was washing with those things because I had issues. I've never had skin issues. Me, I'm a Venta girl. I grew up eating avocado, avocado for breakfast, lunch, and supper. All of this was because of the avocado that I was eating growing up there in Venda. Nothing else, nothing less. Ne? Nothing more, nothing less. But anyway, I hope you guys are good and you got the intro. Ne? Today we're going to be talking about holding mothers accountable. Today we're not talking about fathers, we're not talking about men, we're not talking about zinja, we're not talking about the dustbins. No. I want us to talk woman to woman. Womans to woman. Come here, womans. Let's talk womans to woman. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's hold mothers accountable. In this life today, we're going to be talking mothers. We don't want to talk fathers, not because it is not necessary for us to talk about fathers and holding fathers accountable, because whatever, it is necessary. In fact, there's a trend that has been going on here on TikTok where my 2000 have been saying rules that my father will not what. And then they were like, no, I'm joking. He ran away. So there are no rules. You understand? Like the 2000s, they're doing a great job of shambalazing the fathers themselves. They don't even need us, their mothers, to talk about how much trash their fathers are. But the reason why we are here today is so that we can talk about us mothers as trash, because nobody talks about us mothers being trash. Ne? And I'll tell you where this is originating from. We had an episode this afternoon on our sister podcast, ne? The Safe Space Chats podcast, and we had a lady by the name of Nomsa Mseleku. And Nomsa was just sharing, her journey, which led to her wanting to share an awareness about cancer, because now she's got cancer. Ne? She's fighting cancer now. She was diagnosed in February, and to date, she's still going the treatment and all of that stuff. Like she was just talking about real struggles, of having cancer when you are like less advantaged than other people, because in the past, we used to think that cancer is for white people or people who live in the suburbs, people who can afford, you understand? So there's an element that triggered me into having this life today, and that's the element where she was sharing how her upbringing was, to say her mom was the black sheep of the family, she was the black sheep of the family. She's got 5 siblings, so all in all there are 6. She was taking care of those 5 siblings, and mind you, in Nomsa's story, she was not complaining about it. It kind of feels like she already was wearing that cap of being a deputy parent. Basically, that's what I want us to talk about today, being a deputy parent, just by default, not because you want, but because you have no choice but to be. And to what extent do you as a person say enough is enough, I refuse to be a deputy parent to these people, which are my younger siblings? Because I want to believe that a lot, guys, I'm not saying everybody, a lot of firstborn children, guys, they're very bitter. Very, very bitter. And I'm not even talking about your average bitterness of like myself, a bitter divorcee, where every day whenever I say an opinion about relationships and things that I don't agree with, you'll say it's because you're a bitter divorcee. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about deeply rooted bitterness that comes from the fact that you were made to become a parent when you were still a child. When you were supposed to be playing with other children, you couldn't even play with other children because you were out here. They were calling you, when you're busy playing with other children, what's happening to your younger sister? Come and carry your younger sister on your back. Come and carry your younger brother. And it goes as far as you being able to financially take care of these siblings of yours. The minute you start working, you already have this load, this responsibility, to a point where some people even decide not to have children because of the trauma that comes with you being forced into being a parent while you're a child. You get what I mean? So much that that's hence the bitterness that I'm talking about, to say As a firstborn child, for example, I just give an example with a firstborn child. It's not always the firstborn. Sometimes it's the secondborn. Sometimes it's the, like, guys, me, I talk with my friends. I have friends that you find that it's the middle child who's actually responsible for everyone, you know, and it kind of affects them because they are stagnant in life. And once, like, let's say I'm the second child, ne? Okay, let's say I'm the first child, and I see that from a young age, Mina, I'm being, you know, a parent. I can't even play with my peers because when I come back from school, I must take care of these kids, my parents' kids, because they're trying somewhere, you know. In most cases, it's when there's a mother only, you know. My mother is out here living her best life, and Mina must come home, sit here and play with the younger ones and feed them and bathe them and do all of these things while my peers are playing outside. Let's say I'm 10, 11, 12, ne? And then as I grow older, I start working. And then when I work, let's say maybe I even, guys, I'm just giving a worst case scenario. Now, you guys can come in with your own knowledge of whatever else that you know about this type of situations and how one can actually, because for me, I feel like the most important thing or the reason why we are here today is because I want us to talk about how somebody can get out of a situation like this. Because it's not, in fact, I don't even want to give a percentage because I don't have stats, né? But I don't think that majority of the people who are parents, who are forced into being parents to their siblings, actually want that for themselves. But because of this blackmailing and all this toxicity that our mothers come with, they don't know how to get out of that, you know? This is a topic that the society hardly discuss. It cuts deep. Yes, this is the reason why we are here to talk about it today. That's why I said today we're not talking about men, we're not talking about whatever, we're not talking about dustbins, we're talking woman to woman. You know, there's no judgment whatsoever, but let's talk, you know. So as I was still saying that now you grow up, you abandoned, we end up not being able to choose ourselves. That's the thing. Because remember that seed of you, that self-neglect seed is planted in you from a young age. So from a young age, you don't know how to put yourself first. You don't know how to love yourself. You were taught from the age of 9, 10, like as long as you're old enough to carry your younger sibling, you were taught to put the younger sibling first. You are 9, you are 10, you can't even cry. When you cry, what are you doing crying when the baby is looking at you? I remember this time, I hope that lady is not watching this live. Oh, my Jesus. Guys, but you know, Mos, if you're around me, you're a danger because you must be content. Anyway, I remember this lady who once had kids one after another. Mos, in my language, they call it urumura, you know, where you have one baby, immediately after this baby, you have another baby, you know, and immediately after this baby, maybe you have another baby. Like you are, in Sepedi, they say uratel, ne? In my language, Ngachivenda, they say urumura, ne? So, this lady, what she ended up having to do, because remember now, she's got 3 babies, one after another, and all these 3 babies, they must do what? They must wear pampers. She doesn't have milk on the boob. The milk must be what? The milk must be bought. And now when the milk must be bought, then that means that there must be some sort of compromise. Where now, I think she successfully weaned the first baby from the milk and the diapers, ne? And then after she weaned the first baby from the milk and the diapers, now the second baby, she couldn't successfully wean that baby. You understand? Because remember, she's avoiding to buy pampers size 6, size 4, and size 1. So she weaned the first baby. She succeeded because the baby was going to crutch. The second baby is not even yet going to crutch. She wants to win the second baby, and then the third baby, she wants to buy everything for the third baby. Now the second baby can't even cry. When they cry, you are crying in front of the baby. Ow! She's also still a baby, that one, of the second born. And then she found the second baby, busy sucking the, what do you call this? Not a dummy, it's an actual bottle of milk of the younger one. Because the younger one is obviously using that 0 to 6 months milk, isomil, or I forgot, guys. I haven't had babies in a long time. My baby is 7. My last born is 7. What do you call this milk? The famous one. Yeah, so she was buying Nan. Yeah, she was buying Nan. I think it was Nan 2 or 3 for the older one. And then for the baby, it was 0 to 6 months. So she stopped buying Nan for the middle baby. She was only buying for the small one. The small one, the middle baby was taking the milk of the small one and finishing. Now, the small baby is always crying. Cry. Can't the bigger sister, who's the middle child, is busy taking the milk and finishing the baby's milk. She had no choice but to go back and buy milk for the middle baby because the middle baby didn't have enough. Let me tell you, even the first baby didn't have it. The first baby was at that stage where she's supposed to be taking milk just, for calcium. You know, even if it's Nespray or something like that, because the first baby was like big enough. But the second one, oh, the second one was nowhere near walking. The second one was nowhere near being weaned of any of the things that they were weaning her from. But because they fell pregnant 2 weeks after that one was born, and then now the other one is coming, yo, guys. And now as they grow like that, and as they grow older like that, somehow the second one, in fact, not even the second one only, two of them, the first and the second, they're expected to grow up. When they cry, you are crying in front of the baby. What will the baby? No, 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 no. Then the next thing, no, I'm not talking about Nandi. Then the next thing, the second, you can't cry in front of the baby. The baby is crying, you know, and all of that stuff. And then as they grow older, you are expected to surrender your things for your younger siblings. Like you are expected to just grow up. You are just expected to just step up. Like how, guys? Step up. You are this height and you are stepping up. Stepping up to where? They will say Danone is for baby. That time you are a baby too. Guys, Danone is for baby. That thing is written. What is the age for eating that thing? Now everything in the house is for baby. Now you have, the baby has a toy, you have a doll, and then the younger one, the smaller one is crying for the toy, you must give to the smaller one. Why? Because you are also still a baby. And now, as these people grow older, let me tell you, now we're into the heart of the topic of today, because someone came in late, they're asking, what is the topic? We're talking about holding mothers accountable for this thing of taking their children, the older children, and making them take care of the younger children, you know, which is kind of depriving to the older children, because they never grow up like normal steps of growing up. They are forced to grow up quickly. They are forced to take care of their siblings. There's this internalized bitterness because they never had stuff that they were supposed to have at that age, because they were still busy trying to be parents to kids that their parents are out there gallivanting. Their parents are out there drinking. When you must be sitting at home taking care of your parents' kids, who are not even your own kids. And then when you grow up, you don't even want to have kids of your own, because you all your energy of being a parent, you gave it to your siblings. As if that's not enough. You grow up, guys. This is the worst, ne? What are you drinking? I want to make it too. Do you have the ingredients, my darling? Do you have? Because I'm drinking ginger and mint tea. And yes, ginger and mint tea and lemon and honey. I know a lot of people don't keep peppermint tea. So this is peppermint tea. Anyway, as I was still saying, guys, that as if that's not enough, that firstborn grows up. And when they grow older, now to a certain degree, they expect the younger children. Let's say maybe the firstborn dropped out of school, they decided to go find a job to help the mother, and I don't think when you drop out of school or you do whatever you can to help your mother, don't think your mother will stop popping babies because when you are helping. Your mother will continue popping babies. Your mother will continue popping babies regardless of whether when you are struggling, you are suffering. You haven't even popped one baby in your life, but already you are growing up with these responsibilities. You know, guys, I always make this example or this joke about how it's funny how everybody in the family failed. But the minute when you now try to step up, nyana, you are doing your matric, but uzawunyusa lomzi, uzawunyusa. You will make us proud. Uzawuvusa lomzi nina neuhluleke. Why couldn't you vusa lomzi? Why the responsibility to me of a child? Why am I the one who is vusing lomzi? All these old people, they couldn't vusa lomzi. Me, I must vusa lomzi with what? With what, Chomi? Look at your peers. Your peers are thriving. Your peers are there in parliament, my sister. But look at you. You are here. You are by the tavern. Yet the responsibility is on me. I can't do that. I'm sorry, mama. That's not going to happen. So now, as I was still saying, guys, that as that child grows older, you start taking care of your siblings, and when you get to that level where your siblings now, they start working. I want us to talk about the bitterness now. Your siblings start working, and then when the siblings start working, you have some sort of expectation, guys. Like, it's only natural, it's only normal to expect people that you helped in life to remember you one day, to remember you when times are tough, to when they are older, they must come back to you and say, thank you, you helped me in life. They grow up, they study, they become educated like Bona, and they look down on you in the family. When they come to a family gathering, they're doing their keys of their Mercedes-Benz and their BMs like this. You are there, you are working at the kitchen to help them go to school. They come now, they're married, they have their own kids. They are looking down on your kids. Yo, it's hella, it's hella, oh. Hey. It's hella, oh, big sister, it's hella. That time you're busy with the snake. Badabambe, badabambe. Alimpodi, you are ganging up on me. And they're ganging up on you, Vele. Because Vele, you are not in our standard. When they do their gatherings in the suburbs, in Santone, with the pool parties, you only see on statuses. Or on the family WhatsApp group they're posting. They didn't invite you because you can't understand. They want to be discussing thesis. What do you know about thesis? Eh? What do you know about thesis? Nothing. They can't even invite you because you can't relate. And guess what? You are bitter for the rest of your life. In fact, you are the witch. You are the mamaholo of the witch. That's exactly what happens when you become a deputy parent at a young age and you think there will be a reward. That reward is not coming, oh. It's not coming, that reward. My dev says even we hold mothers accountable. What's done is done. Damage is already done. Okay. I'm glad that you are saying that when my devne or the damage is already done. But you as a child who is now supposed to be responsible for your parents or for your children, for your mother's children, what limits do you have? Because we are talking about drawing the line now to protect yourself from being the bitter big sister. You understand? Your mother decided to go have children. Yes, it's fine. We can reverse that. But right now, when you are still working your butt off for your siblings, how do you reverse that? So that tomorrow you are not the bitter sister who just comes here and busy with slave, and you are jealous of other people. You are the witch in the household. How do we not reverse the damage but protect you? Because in you there's damage, my sister. In you there's damage. Great. What do you call this English word? Ish, the English word is gone. Yeah, that English word. Sisters, maybe you know the English word that I want to say, but it's not coming out. Tell us the English word.
Hello, I don't even know where you are going now, but it's okay.
I want to talk about that engraved bitterness, which will not be washed away by nothing in your heart.
It will come when I allow us to flow with it. Resentment.
Something of that nature. Talk to us, my sister.
Madam, the topic we're sharing, is it sensitive? No, it's not. Are we willing to participate? No. The reason why I'm saying we are not willing to participate, the only person who will be willing to participate is the one who wants to discuss about it, but they wouldn't want to come out.
Okay, let me move.
Yeah, so but they don't necessarily want to talk about it. They want to offload in order for them to move to the next day. A person who, and then there will be the one who will want to share because they are in a journey of trying to wind off the process. Because remember, this is a systematic thing. It doesn't come in one day. Same thing to a parent who is doing that to their kids. A person who is giving birth now. Let me say, I'm 3 and I'm 20. I'm 29. 3, and then now I'm planning to have another one. My plan is to have 6 kids, or I'm not even taking care of family planning or anything of sort. Right? And these kids do not even have an option because they are put in the womb and then I've got a family member, same age as Nane. She's doing
Guys, as you're coming in, please mute yourself, so that you don't disturb the person who is speaking.
Yeah. So the lady, Menenjika Onalebana by 12. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. The first child is about 25 or 26 now. Then they go down gradually. After I had mine, currently he's 6. Only 3 after the one was 6 years, and she miscarried 1. There are characters, Jabatu Baba so, ne? And those characters, Jabona, Bonaka Bana self. So for you now to come in and talk to me with that character,
Who is the one with an ugly heart, my sister?
the mother,
The one who is giving birth to the children.
yes.
My sister, is it really that they have an ugly heart, or is it that the more babies you pop, the less? I think we spoke about this in the past when we were talking about Nandi, the Queen Nandi of the pastors'
They have,
wives.
listen to me why I'm saying they have an ugly heart. The only reason why they are having kids is for their personal interest. When you ask the person, ole ke ngwana le one go mama ga gane? Are no, now we have a limited family. Mama ka hana bana ki one, mama bile bele se bodu sa go belega. And then now wa belega to fill that gap. Eh? But at the same time, she does not even have the resources to take care of the kids. At the same time, the same kids are parenting one another. So, udira an instrumental parentification on the kids amongst themselves. Hence, you hear people coming here and saying that, now my mom, when I was young, was able to do this thing, this and that. And this is the interpretation of a person who is the older one. I should be able to take care of my siblings and also take them to school. I should also make sure those things, he put them here and we are all clapping hands to say you are doing a great thing by taking care of your family. But basically, this is what she was taught. And now she's transferring it to you guys here. Okay? So when she comes to transfer it to you, I don't know. And then now, if you are a woman, you need to wake up very early, take care of your kids. Even if so many motivations that are very, very believable. The reason is because she internalized that thing and can I tell you that he took out the first child out of school? I think when 19, a struggle. And a party, they even neglect their responsibilities. Kids, there's no one who provide the homework. Ne? So the kids are now we longer auto ba tlhatswetsa wo ba mo mogolo tlhatswetsa o mong ge na emile o mogolo tlhatswa ke bana ne. Later on, he even takes the same kids and send them to their families. If sister Bangani Belua now and I'm not doing very well now, he sends the other one here. Ne? And that one go amorumela mo. Then means that one ulo fitla mo abereka adira everything. Then I fitla antusha. Then I give the money. And the part I wanna go over. This is basically something. That's why I'm saying that we are discussing a topic that we are not willing to discuss. The only person who is open to discuss is the person who have won the battle of that. Because when you tell me now to say that you need to start, these people, my mom was not able to build her own house. Like a mahopesi. So mahopesi managed to build a double story. Now I need to fulfill that for my mom.
Yeah.
So that she can keep in that standard. So she is basically unale resentment ya the neighbors mama go phesi ba be ba arang because mama be sa bone battle jare they are doubled and more, and now she's content with them. You ask yourself that, okay, you are on your first year ya go bereka, the first month already o di loan ya 150,000 or 250,000 she's building at home. Ne?
Yeah.
150,000 all she's building. Then the next day, last she's coming to stay with her here in Gauteng. Mama the worst part, even when it comes to herself, she will say, I'm not even going to give birth because now I am tired and exhausted. Yes, she is tired and exhausted.
Let me tell you, Sister, there's a comment here from Rebecca, which is exactly similar to what you are saying. She said, I experienced that, but was my cousin's children. It's painful because now I don't have energy for children anymore.
That is very true. You will not have energy for children because you only have one cup, Madam Speaker. I remember this other time saying to people that our parents have only one cup to take care of the kids. The rest, when you bring them forth, you should know that they will spoil them. They will just look at them. They will do everything it's not supposed to be happening to the kids. If it happens already, they are able to do that. You should know that they will be doing it out of being tired. They will be snapping. gore bona lefielo le dutse mo lapeng. Mara I bet all the kids in the yard. It's because she's tired.
Yeah.
So now when you want us to really talk about parentification, it's something that we are not willing to discuss because currently now I want to have 11 kids. I'm lazy to go to clinic or family planning. I'm pregnant. That's what they say. And then there was a time where we spoke to, I think it's here, Parentification. We spoke to this other lady, I think really Pilad or something. I don't know. If guys, we're not doing investment here. The reason why I'm saying this is because Rina, we are comfortable in the environment that we are currently. But for those who are able to learn it, they would learn. Madam Speaker, we do make our parents to account for what they did. I made my mom to do that because my mom, but she explained to me, oh, no, nothing of the family plannings could work for me. I was bleeding a lot and I didn't even know where there's a loop, but the family planning at the time it wasn't working. Hence, I had kids back to back until the menopause. And then I asked her to say that, but now you left us. Then the sisters will be there and there. And then she said, no, but there was nothing I could do because my grandmother was there and everybody. But what she said to me is that I know that kids want attention, but now there was nothing you could do. And I even, there was a time where there was a doctor that came to their school and he was saying that they can come, but and I don't know, and I was bleeding so heavily that I even had to carry something like towel. I'm on those things. But now, here is the part. I need to heal and move. What is the healing and moving? It's me connecting to her more to close that gap. Unfortunately, she had to do it at the old age, high, 70 something. And then when we're doing that, we build that relationship because remember, she would have kids. They will hire helpers to come in. But the helpers are not basically parenting as their mother's love. You get me? So you realize later, no, but now I don't have this person. The people who I'm close to is the others, not my mom. Then you realize, oh, it's wrong. Then making them to account, you can do it to that father. But what is it that I am doing? Madam Speaker, on my side, I've got 2 kids. And I realized later, or no, after I gave the second one, or no, basically, I think I have capacity of having one child, for me to take care of them because now, so now my kids, they are about 7 years apart. Someone is asking the age gap. Yeah, they're 7 years apart, a very good age, and we plan them very well. But now I realize that one still needs my attention.
We've muted
So
her.
I realized that, you know what, that one also need my attention. And I don't have that full attention for Bona Balababedi. So what I did, I said to the older one, you know what, I need this one to come closer to me, but I also need you. And I do something like a shifting. But let me tell you, these kids need our one attention, a one. Not even a divided one because of there are 2 different people. The time the other one and we end up reba romela instrumentation e diragala isa le ka pele e thuta go apeya ka pele o bjang o na le 11 years o le mogolo so wa apeya but it's not even your. I can even learn to cook when I'm in university. I can learn to cook anytime in life, but you are forced so that you can wave me off. You get me?
Somebody's asking a very important question, Tubbs. They're asking what is a healthy age gap?
It depends with you. Enough on I see that even the 7 years is not enough for me. For me, the 7 years is not enough. I think the age gap would be when the other one is able to live independently so that I can give the other one attention. And the other thing that we don't even look into is that when we get into relationship, you listen to your partner when he says, no, but you're not asking or you're not in the same level of are we financially okay to have another child? You get me?
Shem, now, to be quite honest with you, Tabang, I discovered this year that the finances value, I've always known that I'm not financially stable to have another child. But I discovered this year that I'm not mentally stable to have more than 2 children. In fact, these 2 children I have are too many. If I was to have one more or two more, I would go crazy. Like, I found myself in a position where I was surrounded by so many kids that I was like, this is exactly what I don't want in my life.
So that's similar to myself. I only realized when I had the second one, oh no, but I don't have this capacity. We were very stable then, and then now we are many now. And when I tell, if you listen to me, guys, it's because of I can feel I am burdened by the two. No, but too inyani, according to her, because she's neglecting one of the things that are important to me. Some they saying financially I'm okay with the kids. I'm not complaining. We're not even having a problem with the finances, but they need that affection from you. They need to be close to you. And there are some of the people who are not even supposed to have kids at all, but because of we are normalizing to say that you have a womb, you need to have kids. But it's not like that. Emotionally, you don't have the energy to have kids.
I know, Shemina, emotionally, I'm not stable enough for all these kids. Never.
Yes, even psychologically, you are not, but you are here having kids, and then you find yourself, okay, then I will find people to take care of them. But it does not replace the fact that that is your position. We are doing it because of it's something that we can buy in, and it's part of us purchasing something for the kids to replace you, which it's not. But now that we are normalizing, we are going with it. But now, how do we talk to the person who is now who was parentified? Because of I see now more about
Yes.
What is it that we can say to a person who currently is going through the process? I am tired. One, you don't have boundaries. I would say try psychologist first. Try counseling. Isolate. Start with the isolation. Move away from people and see if you move away, are they going to die now? Because part of it is that when you are a parentified person, if you see a child you start realizing I've never worn them because we were many at home. Then you start buying your nephew. There's a friend, a very close friend of mine, Madam Speaker.
Yeah.
When she took over her internship, then I think it was about 1.5 or 1,000. It was more than her mother's salary, and she's a firstborn. She immediately stepped in. Within 2 years, when she stepped in, the mother passed away. After the mother passed away, she took over from the second board and to the other one until
Bona, they give birth. When you are stuck, you're not giving birth, you are still taking care of them. Bona, they are showing you your talent.
From there, because the mother left home, now she had to build a home for her mother because after the mother passed away. So now, and now she took loans to take the other 5 to school. And then after taking loans, she paid up the loans. The other ones are working now. They are not even assisting with anything. She went into bankruptcy. She had an account, TFG and others, where she would be owing about 16,000 during December. They go to buy the cargo and everything. And I would look at her and be like, no, don't. I don't know. I cannot even afford to I cannot even wear second hands or make my kids or my nephew to do that. But now here is the problem. Now Unalebana, and she's no longer affording. You can't believe that she got so depressed. She was so suicidal. She went in and take a loan of about 200,000 or something for I don't know for what. And then later on, things went down. The business not working well. Now, as we are sitting, she's depressed, and she went into gambling again on top of that.
Oh, Jesus.
It was so bad. So the reason why, and none of them is soaking her out of that. The reason is because those kids were not wired to help you. You were a ninja for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And she's not able to assist her kids. The one is in tertiary now, and those ones are not coming in to assist. But let me tell you, the third one, whom he took to school, the third one, currently, he bought his second house and a car. She has been working for more than 25 years or 26 now. 90 somewhere there, 90 something there. She has been working. She has one house, 2 bedroom or whatever. She doesn't even have a garage. Unale koloi ya hai ya 2012, currently, not 2012, 2010, currently sitting at about 400 and something kilometers. Bana ba gabo, they were testing it. Aisa tsamaya gabotse. She cannot afford to move. And that one bought another car now. And the worst part is that then she will be like, no, can you advise now? Because can you talk to my little brother to say, "A reke koloi ya second hand gore a kgone go nthusha ka eng e le ko gae le dikoloto tsela and everything." And I'm like, I can, but I cannot go beyond. The reason is because those people, they are very, very prideful now for assisting and coming through for their kid, for their siblings and their mom. They are very, very prideful to also assist the whole family, the lineage. Their house is a party where everybody comes during holidays. Maka KB, let me mute her. So let me mute Madam Speaker and allow others now. I think more people are here.
Okay.
Let's allow it to flow.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tabs. I appreciate it. Mama Ke,
Yeah, basandonan.
unjani? Mahlo madala.
Sale mahlo madala.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. As indaba yama parents ne. Mina situation yami. Mina like my personal story. My mom, see four to my mom. The firstborn is 2 years older than me. It's a boy. Then gwaba yimi. And then gwaba I last born. The reason gets gwaba I last born go number 3. Even igama lakhe means last born in our family.
Okay.
Like in our language. Sacabanga ukuthi last born. And then for whatever reason, years later, the marriage was on rocks or whatever, and my mom was trying to save her marriage. Was save marriage yake ngengane
Hayi ke.
in high school. That time marriage is falling apart. Yeah, fall apart very marriage.
And why do people like saving the marriage with another baby? Isn't another baby a problem?
And then kuleyo falling apart your marriage, lo oy last born was about 10, 12. Mina, I was 15, which is, I would say, and then my brother was 17. Lo uyafika nje emhlabeni. And manje, my mom uyagowa naye, ngoba naye indoda yamshiya nengane encane.
Ah, jeez.
Ngapha my brother kuthiwa yena hayi umfana akakwazi ukunakekela umntwana, mina kumele nginakekele because I'm the girl. Ngapha nginakekela lo ongizongena ugrade, because wayengena ugrade 8 uyaqala high school, mina sengise high school already. Khana zoqala high school, lo omunye uyibaby encane, lo owumzali uyagowa ngama-postpartum wati ngoba nakweshiwa nengane encane. Ngiyaparenta ngimncane.
Nkosi yami.
Ngapha ngiparenta neparent. It's fine. Vele ngangingane igagelayo ke mina ngizobunga ukuthi wena wayibonga uphingane mayilahle icathulo. Like I'm asking myself even today, what do you mean? Where were you when the child was losing shoes? While I'm also a child as well.
Yeah.
Fine. Fast forward to now. Me and my brother have a 11 months age gap. So sasigumetric is so too on the same year. Guess what happens? Kuthiwa kimi ubhuti wakho uphase kahle kunawe, and uma can only afford university for umuntu oyi-1, not abayi-2. Wena hamba ufuna umsebenzi ngoba wena you are street smart, uzokwazi ungawuthola umsebenzi. Yena makasiqala ukuya varsity kuqala, we are sure ngoba usmart yena uzoyenza i4 years nge4 years. Mina ngeke ngenze 4 years nge4 years or 3 years nge3 years, ngiyoloko ngifeyila ngoba vele kudala ngangiloko ngifeyila nasesikolweni. Lo uzongena aphume evarsity asheshe atake over from wena. Fine, savumelana ngayofuna isipani, ngasebenza ngidayisa ama-insurance so that I can help out uma, because udad touchdown uhambile yena ngoba vele
He went to buy milk and never returned.
Ayena vele washo hayi ukuthi uyothi uthenga imilk kwi-divorce washo wathi bathathe abakho. Like his words, abakho hamba nabo, wahamba nathi vele uma. Ngoba kuyashiwo kuthiwa hamba nabo abakho. Naye-ke wathwala abantwana bakhe abayi-4 ehamba nathi. Then lo kuthiwa kaye evarsity ne ayeqala evarsity so that azotake her over because akusizi ukuthi sonke siyosebenza kuma retail. All one akube khona ozoba qualified then makugraduate yena kuzongena mina. Waye varsity ubhuti. Wangena evarsity futhi i4 years yakhe wayenza nge4 years. Mina ngisasebenza ngidayisa ama insurance, ngisebenza kuma retail, yonke leyo nonsense leyo. Wangena waphuma evarsity, yazi makaphuma evarsity wenzani? Washada.
Jesu,
Makaphuma
Jesus.
evarsity washada. It's fine. Lethe umuntu wazohlala wayishadela, like it's a normal thing uqhuba life wakho waba nengane. Then what happens? Angikwazi ukusiza ngoba nginengane encane. Sesa ubani osaphusha yimi. Mangiphusha kanjalo vele noma uyaphusha because uyaspana, but uma i-divorce yamshiya nezikoloto eziningi because ubaba ulo waye nezinto nje izikoloto eziningi nama credit card amaningi kwathi makuthiwa kuya-divorce kwathi u-inherita nezikoloto. Angiyazi ama-divorce ithini into yakhona. Fine ngisasiza. Mengisiza kanjalo lo olama mina uwa-matric. Guess ubani okumele amise emsebenzi esigele ngoba mina sengiyasebenza vele. Sungazulahla umsebenzi sosebenza. Akangene lo evarsity. Wangena evarsity. Wagraduate evarsity. Ukutshela ukuthi mina ngingene evarsity sengizingenisa ngeimali zami after sebegraduate boyi-2. Bengasazi ngene nabo ngoba ukuphuma kwakhe evarsity lo wayifunela umsebenzi wayisebenzela move out, which was something wayezenzele yena, which is nami mangisacrifice kuthiwa azange sikucele. Vele azange bangicele, ngacelwa uma. They never asked me. Uma umuntu owangicela. Fine. Wasebenza. Bengisebenza kanjalo mangingena evarsity ngena full time, but mina isikhathi engangena ngaso evarsity it's when after I had my child and I realized ukuthi lento le one dala ngisebenza hand to mouth. Fine sengiqedile izikoloto zikamakho sasiphusha izikoloto zikaMa siphusha ukuthi aqualify abuyele back into buying a house, into all of those things. Fine ngaziqeda ngakhana ngingena evarsity. Mengena evarsity ngena ngilomntana omncane and I knew ukuthi mangangena through iUNISA or ngingene distance learning ngiyothatha isikhathi eside. Ngcono ngiyazi ukuthi ngizoyithi chop le degree ngiphume nayo. Ngicela umama ngicela ungibambele lo mntana for 4 years nyana, but vele ngizobuya so like ngidisappearile. I was just nje close by. Fine ngiyangena ngiyaphuma jiki my brother ukhala ngokuthi yena lo mama umgadise umntwana sekamgadisa umfazi wami. Umfazi wami akangeke alokagadana nomntana.
Kanti your brother, he didn't move out of the house?
No, he didn't move out of the house. Wazohlala like washada wamthathela khona la ekhaya as a firstborn son. Uzothatha umfazi uhlala naye la ekhaya.
Okay.
Fine. Ngibuye ngizothatha umntana became a res baby. Waba umntana se-res mina umntana mina.
Manje, even your mom doesn't want to help now.
My mom is helping, but the problem is my mom helping, sometimes she's busy, she's doing some things. Uzocela usisi ukuthi ngicela ungigcinele umntana khona la ngiyakhona in mina ngizofonelwa kuthiwe yena lo ma wakho uthi umshiye nomntwana umshiye nomfazi wami. And I don't know whether she's the one who used to complain to my brother or uye ofila ngathi sigadisa umfazi wakho umntwana whatever. Angazi, like honestly I don't know.
Yeah.
But ngabona ukuthi mina ukuphume enkulumeni angithatha ingane yami ngizoqhuba nayo. Luckily COVID happened. When COVID happened safunda online and it was my final year anyway. Ngagraduate from it. Ngapaka izinto zami ngayihamba ngayoyihlalela ngayiphumela ebantwini Lo last born kanangena manje varsity. Kuthiwa,
Just hold on for
can
me.
you help out or in ngazi mina?
Bathini, whoa, mana sisi. Manje, you are expected to help out even the last born.
I have to. We are all helping out, manje, because everybody is stepping up or whatever. But mina, it's my time now. It's my time. Mina, I ngaqala varsity ngina 25 years. When people started being 18, bathenga izinto zabo, bathenga imoto. Mina ngingakabi na next. I don't have property under my name. Ngiyimi nje. That's when I decided ukuthi yazi ngiyaziphilela mina manje. Ngamuva out ngayoyihlalela ngayisavela yathi mayingasebenzi indaba ye-South Africa, flew out ngayithathela ingane yami futhi naye futhi ngamcela nje uma ngathi angigadele futhi just 1 year nje ubuye ngizomthatha umntanami. Ngayihambela umntanami is just an international baby manje siyayihlalela vele angibakwatelanga mina. Ngiyakhuluma nabo uma ngikhuluma nabo but that had made me realize ukuthi ezinye izinto esizisacrificeayo sicelwe abazali because mina ubhuti wami akaqamba mangamathi azange ukucela nosisi nomntana kithi omncane akaqamba mamathi azange ukucela. She never asked me. My mom is the one who asked me ukuthi can we help out, and nami ngimbona ukuthi nangu lo muntu lo indoda naye yahamba and indoda ishilo yathi hoyi yobakho and ayikho into ozoyenza nawe mawayihambela nabantwana bakhe ngingazi ukuthi wayenzani abantwana bayi-4 Nkosi yami.
Manje ngicela ukubuza sisi off topic, iphi le ndoda lo le ubaba kuphi?
Ubaba yo ukhona ubaba wabuya phela. In fact I didn't wabuya in my mom's life. My mom is like no, but he's on speaking terms with my brother because wamtshela ukuthi no, nami I was young and naive. I was just crazy bebabengiloyile because wahamba nomunye usisi, so apparently wayemdlisile or whatever ngazi. So my siblings, okay, my brother, I know unayo relationship naye. Mina I'm not on speaking terms no baba because ngathi ngimcela imali yokuregister wabe ngitshela in fact azangathi anginayo. Wathi anginayo imali yaleyo nto leyo. Nje mina umuntu mawufuna isikolo hamba abanye abantwana abanabo NSFAS lengangaphandle. Not knowing ukuthi asiqualify ku NSFAS ngendaba zakhe vele ngoba yasiqualify ngoba uyasebenza. So nje ngazikhipha nje kuye ngazi-distance. I haven't spoken to my dad. Last time I spoke to my dad was ayengibuza indaba yomntwana when wayezula ukuthi nginomntwana wathi inenhlawulo wami ukuthi angimeli mina indaba zokuhlawula angizingeni lezo zinto lezo saxabana from lapho. Like you know how when you are telling an adult the truth bese athi uyadelela, so sagcina nje singakhulumisananga kanjalo. But my sibling, I think my brother yena vele uya as a relationship naye. My 2 younger siblings, they do not, like they don't speak to him. But yena nje uyayiphilela nje impilo yakhe.
Yeah, no.
But mina leyo nto yangifundisa ukuthi yo guys angazi one I would say financially I could have a second child. But emotionally, angiziboni ngiba nengane yesi-2 because angifuni ukwenza ingane yami i-deputy parent, and secondly angizifuni ingane omunye unobabakhe omunye unobabakhe and ubaba omunye lo angeke nje ukuthi ngaze ngiyoba nomntwana naye. So I'm just that person engizothi yazi ngiright ngomntwana oyi-1. Noma abazali bezoloko besitshela ukuthi wena sonengane eyi-1 engathi wayiwina. Uma wami wayesangitshela ukuthi ingane yami iyi-1 ngathi ngayiwina kwi-competition. And that used to bother me. It doesn't bother me at all because at the end of the day le ngane izobe ibhekene nami ngithi mina ngenzela umntwana isibling bese naku-ke ingijikele indaba yokuthi ngigadene nabantwana abayi-2 ngingekho ready for bona or whatever. My sanity now is more important than anything else.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself having multiple children through having to see ukuthi that compromised relationship yami nama siblings wami. Yabona me and my siblings, I would say we are not so close, but we are talking every now and again. But manje since I'm abroad, we hardly talk. Mhlambe siyohlangana ngemingcwabo ke nanokuthi siyohlangana kulama gathering whatever.
Yeah. Hi, Siyabonga Sisi. Thank you for sharing, because I think your story is like the reality of a lot of people's lives, which is exactly what I've been speaking about from the beginning of this live, to say, yabona ke manje, there's a friction which has been created. You guys are not even used to each other anymore. All of this because one person had to take care of the rest and all of that stuff. TK, talk to us, my
Hi,
darling.
Madam Speaker and the guys.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you, family?
We're good, thank you.
Hundreds. So yeah, Madam Speaker, story Sami is almost the same as Saga Mamake, especially when it comes to a relationship with the siblings. Nami ngibile yi firstborn, and ngagcina. So my mother was that person who would she will just make babies and bring them home while we were there being raised by grandmother. And me being a firstborn, kwaba responsibility yami ukuthi I needed to take care of my siblings.
How many does your mother have all in all?
So my mom's side in total we 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, Madam Speaker, I was the child that never played outside with the other kids. From the age of 11, 11 or 10, yeah. And you know, abantwana abancane kule age yokuthi umntwana usabekelwa ibhodlela ukuthi he might wake up at night. And then, yeah, obviously you end up not getting a chance even yokwenza my homework. And then we are pass up because you just been gifted. I can say because being in a memory photographic, I can just memorize into a class, but other than that, you don't even get time for my homeworks. And then now I'm like 34, and every time my sibling wants something, feeling like, no, but I can't. I've been taking care of you since from the young age, you understand. And then, okay, I'm married. I have one child. He's 10. And I'm to a point where I feel like I don't want kids anymore. I just don't want anything to do with kids. Angibathandi abantwana, and my siblings are there living their lives, banabantwana, and abayazi that pain, because for me, lo munye sibling makakhula, there's another one ozozalwa, and then they will bring them at home to my grandmother, and then because my grandmother was old, and then kuba problem yam. So ulo mntwana ukuthi even if there are functions and stuff ku neighborhood, you can't go because you need to take care of the kids. Yeah, until I finish my matric. Unfortunately, matric, my grandmother passed on. It was in April. So you can imagine now it was a problem ukuthi labantwana bazoya kuphi. My sisters wakamamami, they were just fed up, they were just tired vele ukuthi your mom is a last born, and she's been dumping the kids to our mom, and the mom now is passed on. So kuzoyenzakalani ngalabantwana abayi-4, including myself, you know. So we're just being moved from one sibling to another, until life was fine. So I would like to say to the ladies, abafuna ukuba nabantwana, have those babies, but make sure you have a mate, you have a plan. Because the anger esalayo with the last born, I am telling you, very deep. I just don't have time for my siblings. And I still have that anger. Look at you guys, you're living your life, you're making babies, you're getting married, you're having everything that you want. And with me, I'm just stuck with this one kid because I'm like, no, I'm tired. Like, I'm exhausted.
Sure.
You understand? So, yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to say
And that
to
is
the
so
ladies.
unfair on you. Have you ever had these type of conversations with your mom? Is she a person that you can have conversations with regarding how?
She was never present in our lives. We were raised by the grandmother, and Abo Mamkulu were the one giving us that love. Unfortunately, they also passed on. We left with one Mamkulu, but we're not used to our mother, all of us.
Yeah.
Like, we just, we don't have that bond with her because she never raised us.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to say to the ladies, Uguti. You guys can make babies as long as you have a plan and make sure you don't abuse the firstborn, because we grew up, but we grew up with that pain.
Yeah.
And also it does affect the relationship between the siblings.
Yeah.
As I'm speaking to you, I think it was when I think a month ago, this one sibling of mine wanted help. I mean, it's not like bengiyakhona ukumnceda bengizokhona, but ngavele ngaba nale enga yokuthi I know, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I'm like, I know I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. You've been doing
You
this all your
understand?
life, you know.
Yeah, and there's something like that. So I was like, no, I can't. So I wish ukuthi if ama ladies afuna ukwenza abantwana, they must know ukuthi labo bantwana bangabi ama problems wama siblings, especially wama firstborns.
Thank you so much, Sissy. We appreciate you sharing
Thanks,
exactly what you are
ladies.
saying is basically what this topic of today is all about. The aftermath, you know, of you expecting your kids to take care of their siblings. What does it do to you as a child? You know, you deprive yourself certain things in life, you know, as you grow older, simply because of the traumas that come with you being a parent without wanting to be a parent, you know. Ponke, talk to us, my darling. Ponke, going once, going twice.
Hi.
Hi, talk to us.
I don't know what my phone is doing. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sis.
I actually joined accidentally, but
Oh,
I have a similar experience.
okay.
So, let me just sum it up. Basically, my parents had a teenage pregnancy sort of situation. They never really wanted me. Till today, there's no relationship with both of them. There's just been a lot of trauma involved. So when I was born, my grandmother was 40. So now obviously I became the last born, so to say. But now obviously there's other grandchildren that came after me.
Hold on for me.
Literally with
I'm going to
everyone
mute Jackie. Sorry about that.
that came after me, I had to babysit.
Sorry, you were saying?
I'm saying there's 13 that came after me, and with each and everyone I had to babysit.
That's
Literally
your
from
what?
when the child is born, the whole 10 days process, I'm there.
Those 13 are the children of your what?
Pardon?
Of your aunts?
Yes, the aunts, the uncle, my grandmother's children. Because now, obviously, I'm there. My parents don't want me. They need to now contribute to raising me. But they only started contributing when my grandmother got retrenched, which was probably 13. But even from there, I started, babysitting. And you'd see other kids playing. You want to go play, but you can't. Literally, bavale ipatla, they gone. You just there with a crying baby.
Sure.
I changed diapers. After school, mailing in London crash. There's this one aunt who just gave birth like crazy. So with the third born, my grandfather was like, I'm tired of you, leave. Only to find that she's pregnant. So now she's leaving a 2-month-old baby. I'm doing first year university, but I'm traveling. I need to wake up at night, change the diapers, try and study. Everything was on me. Weekends, bonke bazodamba abantwana la kagogo. Ugogo obviously needs to go to church and do her own things and again. I need to bath these children because if they get home abantwana bagezanga, it's a problem. I need to feed them. These children cry at different times. I literally became a mother from the age of 12.
Sure.
Till today, I don't have children and I do not want children. I can think I fully because I was forced to babysit. It was not a choice. Every single weekend, they dump their kids, plus the ones that live at home. Parents' meetings. I started attending parents' meetings in high school. I'm going to a parents' meeting of a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old. When I was in grade 9, there started being rumors in the community that lo mntana wami, lo oshiye ulo auntie bekana abantwana abaningi. And that caused trauma because I don't have kids. But now lo mntana wami, like I don't want to say I resent my aunts because I don't. You know, I'm grateful Uguti they chipped in when my parents didn't want to be parents because till today they have no interest in being a parent. So they did the best that they could to afford me the life that I had to live, but it came at a cost. When you're tired, they're like, uzodlala, yimi ngikuthengele ukudla, yimi ngikuthengele. Vayithatha le phone ngikuthengele yona. Wathatha la mateke ngikuthengele yona. Like till today, I'm traumatized. You know, sometimes I see people with babies. I'm 33 and like, you know, I'm getting old. Maybe I should get a child. 2 days later, I'm like, no, I can't. I would not survive being a mother. If I bring a child to earth, I'd be doing such a dissatisfaction to the child because I will now transfer my trauma. The anger enginayo izophumela kuloyo mntwana loyo. So that has damaged me so much. And I think I will live a very long life without children. And maybe I'll regret it in my 50s or 60s. I don't know. But for now, I don't think I'll be a perfect parent because taking care of 13 kids is no child's play. You know, with Maga Prek, 9 years.
You don't have a contribution towards what's coming, but you're expected to take care of it, you know?
Exactly.
You don't have a say.
You're expected to do everything. There's a point where there's this one who comes after me actually when I think I started in grade 8. So Ubabaki would not bring imali care for you, right? We know obviously your responsibility because so now obviously uzonginika 10 rand or 15 rand your care. I now need to take leyo mali and carry say no because babakhe kalethanga imali yokukhera mina ngesikoleni nganamali yokukhera ngiyazi ukuthi kule 10 rand 15 rand at least ngizomphula ama 5 rand for 3 days meaning mina ngizoya esikoleni ngingadli ngizobuya endlini. Like I've been a parent for so long, it's so exhausting. I've been robbed of so much because of people who would just give birth knowing ukuthi there's a free babysitter. And then, you know, they'll gaslight you saying, no, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And I was gaslit so much, like, because other people would ask me, "Come going to family gatherings, Hamile, so okay, hey, why you like at the bandana? Like, why you not? I'll turn the bandana, law, mas, the bandana, that time my back. I even developed a back problem till today. I suffer from back problems because like, oh. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, that I don't want a child simply because of all the trauma that I endured.
And one last thing before I let you go, my love, I just wanted to check, Ure, did you ever maybe try something like your therapy, you know? Because I think the build-up of all the stuff that has happened, it's not only about the traumas that came with you parenting 13 kids as a child, but also the fact that the mom and the dad also didn't want to be part of your life.
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, if you have a mother who you try to reconnect with and actually straight, you would say, hey, mina ngazama ukabota. Mina kudala ngamfuna umntana, and as a result, anginababanye. So ngicela uphume empilweni yami.
So she doesn't have other kids besides you?
No.
Sure.
And she hates my guts.
Sure.
Like, she's always cursing me every chance she gets. You know, I hear sometimes from other cousins, yay, the way that woman speaks vile of me. And then, long story short, my grandmother died. Now I'm kicked out of the house. There's a war. The house is mine, but I'm like, not going to fight for it. Yo, did that man not curse me? This is a man who's never even contributed 5 rand. Because 5 rand, anyazi, kikaus, anglas. Yet he's the best stepfather to my stepsister. He's father of the year. So after that incident, I just cut everyone off. And I'm just living my life because they've just put so much pressure on me.
Yeah.
Stemming both from the people who decided to bring me to earth.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, because of that, I just don't want to be a parent, because what if I turn out to be the same mother that what the person who's supposed to be a mother to me is?
Yeah.
How do I parent? Yes, I was able to parent these ones. They turned out well, but will it
not
be
out
the
of
same
your own
with
free will,
my
you
own?
know? You didn't parent them because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, sis.
So yeah, that's me and my not wanting a child, and hopefully I don't regret it later in life. But so far, no regrets. Yes, I've been to therapy. I'm still in therapy. Whenever I feel like okay, things are falling apart, I go to therapy because it's also not easy not having family.
Yeah.
I mean, waking up one day, we grew up in a big family where grand was there, granddad was there, grand dies, and next thing, when we are osho. Osemakhaya bakutshela ukuthi umuntu nomuntu umzali wakhe umakhela ikhaya. Khamba ufune lakho. Boom, on a random day. So yeah, that's me.
Sure, sis. That's a lot. Hey, thank you so much for sharing your stories, Tandwa. Love and light to you. Please don't ever stop with the therapy. With us on this side, we'll just be praying for you, you know. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. You're welcome. Dini? Dini going once? Dini, are you there? Okay, maybe Dini's far away from the phone. We'll just...
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, Madam Speaker.
Talk to us, my love.
Yeah, the experiences the ladies are speaking about, yeah, they are so familiar. They are so mean. You know, with me, my story, I'm a firstborn at home. Firstborn of five. I grew up being a mother. I was a second mother to my siblings. So my mom had to go over to Limpopo, Maleji. She's a teacher.
Okay.
She wanted a job this side, Gauteng, then she never got permanent. Then first time she seeks job, Limpopo, she's permanent. That time I'm doing grade 6, grade 7. I had to parent from that early age. Yo, like I think I missed out on being a child, playing. Like I think I jumped so many stages whereby, I became a parent so fast. I think my life is just, I'm ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I missed so many stages. It's not nice not having your time as a child to play, to enjoy your childhood, your youth. Like it's sad. Sometimes it's sad. I sit down, I look at those siblings that I assisted. They are now fine. They're doing fine. They don't have any burdens. I had firstborn when I was 26. I was already working. I was permanent. But my parents, they were so, what's the word? Uptight with me. They were so controlling. I think controlling is the word I want. I was not allowed to have a child or to date. At that age, imagine, I was pregnant at 25. At 26, I had my firstborn. They were so controlling. They had input in my relationship, of which, when is the guy getting married? Wanyala na. Of which I think it pushed the father away, the father of my firstborn.
Yeah.
They control so much of my life. It's not nice. I missed out a lot.
So are they still controlling your life even now?
And now I'm having my own place. I'm staying with my kids. I have 2 kids, a girl and a boy. Yeah. You see, the point that Mama raised there, having kids with different fathers, I'm at that point now. The father of my kids, we separated because of, that time they were too pushy. They wanted marriage, and I think partly he was not ready. And then the relationship ended. Then now I'm having a 2-year-old. Yeah, I'm still with the father. Yeah, we visit each other. Yeah, but I don't see him marrying me. He's not a marriage type. So now I'm at a point where I'm preparing myself to being a single mom. I don't want any child. I think I'll do the hysterectomy soon. I want to remove my womb.
Yeah.
Like I'm done with kids. I'm done.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I think this is an eye-opener for a lot of ladies, especially people who are underestimating this whole thing of just children taking care of other children, to say, what it actually does to the first child is it's engraved, you know. It's not
Yeah.
something that you can
You
just
know,
like
us
what.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Madam
Yes.
Speaker.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, sis, for sharing your story with us. Miss K.
Good evening, good evening.
Miss K, talk to us, my love.
How are you? Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for opening this platform. The lady's story, it's so touching. Your lady sending you love and healing from this side. For me, I'm a third born from my mother. I have four. I have two elder sisters, and I'm the third born, which I was supposed to be the last born of my mother. And we lost our mom. I was 18 years old. And, coming from different different fathers, both, all our siblings, we have different fathers. And I grew up, I'm not sure whether I was my mom's favorite or, but I've seen, so much hostility in sibling. Our relationship has never been the most healthiest relationship.
Yeah.
And I think I became the light of the family as a born again. I went through the most, and my most, I think probably God knew that He had to, you know, pick up someone who at the same time will bring healing and comfort to the family. I've experienced the most when it comes to sibling rivalry. And mind you, I'm a mother of three as well, right? From different baby daddies. But one thing I would say is that through my journey, I had to understand the patterns that I'm coming from, because I had to realize that, oh, okay, even my grandmother had, kids from, like, my grandmother had different, and our story, and there was no one who, I grew up being an inquisitive child where I used to question a lot. I questioned my elders. I questioned, oh, why are we having this? Why, man, and for that matter, being an inquisitive child, it became something that, you know, you, people in the family, somehow they see you as someone different. And growing up, I went to actually, from my siblings, I was the one who was going to, an English school, go to Sabapong. Then the rest of my siblings, they went to go, schools in the township. And that on its own, it affected my relationship with my siblings. But that didn't really, stop me from loving them. As young as I was, sometimes my elder sister will hide food for me. And but funny enough is that her hiding food for me, somewhere somehow help will just come in and I'll just buy everybody food, and without even complaining. And today, if I can tell you, from the very, like, they will lie. I actually, having elder sister that we don't get, like, they really didn't get along, fighting and competition was there. And for that matter is that, like, I've seen the hand of God. I don't want to lie, through the whole process and everything. I've seen the hand of God, because I believe through that God raised me to be a prayer warrior amongst siblings, and how my life changed from the girl who seemed like she was nobody. And today, I'm a business young woman, even employing my younger brother and my sister's son. My sister, the one that even today, even like doesn't really, really like me, or she just yeah, somehow have this thing concerning me, which I love her so much. And I'm always a wonder in my family. And let me tell you, for longest time, you know, when people write you off, ne, and see you as if you are a nobody, trust me, God just show up, and things that are happening, I'm now the one who's even supporting even them financially.
Miss K,
And
I just have one question for you. Did
yes,
your
ma.
sisters contribute
Yes.
in raising you, your older sisters?
My elder sister, yes, she did contribute in some way, but today I'm still I'm paying, you know, the contribution that she has made, because every time you hear, hey, you know, you are being emotionally blackmailed for being raised, but I do even more, right? Because now that I even understand her pain even better, and even, you know, they always come to me when there's situations and prayers, and they've seen the hand of God over my life through the experiences that I had experienced. And honestly, I would say that my life is the life of God's glory from the things that I've went through. I have 3 baby daddies. If I can tell you, my kids they're all being supported. And even though I'm not together with their fathers, but let me tell you, my kids, none of them is struggling, and they're doing very well even at school. You know, even having to have those co-parenting, healthy relationships.
Okay, by 9:30, I have to be out of here. And Miss K is cutting a bit here and there. I cannot hear her anymore. Am I the only one who can't hear Miss
I
K
don't
anymore?
want to lie. It could only be the grace of God. And when I'm hearing such stories of women,
Okay, Miss K, I think there's a bit of a lag on your network on your side. Okay.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I see even the bars on your network, they are down. So I think you've got a bit of a network problem on your side there. Okay, but I think in a nutshell, we get Miss K. Maybe Nella can wrap it up for us. Miss K, thank you so much for sharing with us. I think it was very important for us to hear from somebody who had a contribution of being raised by a sibling, to say, where are you as somebody who was raised by a sibling? Nella, talk to us.
Yes, okay, let me turn on the thingy as well. Safe. So I've been trying to get in touch with you guys, but it took time. So I'm on my way to a show because I'm a musician.
Okay.
It's gonna disconnect a little.
Okay, I think we just lost Nella as well. Am I the only one?
No, you're not.
Okay. What do you suggest I do, Tabs? Okay, Nella is gone. And it's just unfortunate that we're not going to be able to get her back. And also with the people that are on the line requesting to join in. Okay, I think Tabang accepted one person. Can this person be the last person? Because I'm supposed to leave here by 7:30.
Yes, I've taken Makatsu to be the last person.
Okay, thank you, Sister Tabs. Mahlatsi, talk to us. Mahlatsi, way. Mahlatsi. Mahlatsi is minding her own business. Mahlatsi is minding her own business.
Wakey.
I'm telling you.
Wakey, sleepyhead.
I'm telling you, Mahlatsi is minding her business. She's not even here with us. But I think I think that's enough for the day, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for those who joined in and shared their stories. I think this is an eye opener for a lot of us. I myself, I'm still gonna go back, to re-listen to the whole thing all over again, because there are so many things that I think we can learn from this topic of today, to pay attention to our kids, and the stuff that we are doing. I always say this, that the kids, young as they are like sponges, they are absorbing, and when they grow older, what we leave as adults is the stuff that we absorbed as children, and it's very important to tread very carefully when it comes to what we expose our kids to, and being able to hear them as they speak. Nella?
Yes, hi. I'm trying to rush.
Can you switch off
Like I
your
said,
video because your signal is very bad. It will compromise. It's funny
like I
to find
said,
out.
I think it's more yeah. Like I said earlier, that
Okay, we cannot hear you anymore, my sister. We cannot hear you.
I suggest that maybe you can check even after the video what would be the comments on your YouTube. If it
Okay.
happens that they still want to come through, for that they can come through. But for me, I believe that this is a topic that we normally talk about. It's just that it's the reverse of it.
You mean today?
No, not today. In another day, maybe Thursday or yeah.
Oh, you mean for us to have like a second leg of this topic, but maybe approach it in a different angle? I don't know. I just have a feeling that Nella doesn't want to talk about what we're talking about today. I just have a feeling.
I feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I guess for today, we'll just have to let it go. Maybe she will DM or she will join our next live and then tell us what she wants to tell us about. Because, yeah. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much to people who have joined in, especially those who have shared their thoughts and opinions. I believe that the story that you have shared today is actually going to help other people, make better decisions. Maybe a mother is watching this and they maybe it can then say that their hearts will be convicted for them to make things right with their children. You get what I mean? And for those who, I'm just praying that God, just really heals your heart, so that if you feel like you want to get to have a child, you should. Don't let what has happened, to deprive you from having a child if you want to have one. But also, if you're content with not having a child, it's also very much okay. I believe that we can't change what has happened in the past, but we can just deal with it going forward and see how we can make the best out of the situation. I just want to say thank you so much for joining in once again. I have to love you and leave you guys. It's exactly 7:30. I have to be out of here. Love you. God bless you. Good night. Mwah, mwah, mwah.